What's up guys, Golfshan17 here and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Today we're at the Eye of Africa PGA Championship and we have a special guest who's been on the channel before. Tyrone, just introduce yourself.
Hi there guys, I'm Tyrone Ryan and I'm a Titleist ambassador playing on the Sunshine Tour.
So Tyrone, what he's going to do today is just basically go through his bag. We're going to talk about certain club selection and specs regarding shafts and why he kind of plays that specific shaft. So Ty, maybe take us through the woods first.
Okay, well we'll start off with the driver. I'm playing the Titleist TS3. It's the new Titleist driver. It's been in the bag since the day it came out. And I've got the Tour 80 graphite shaft which I recently put in. The shaft's low launch, low spinning shaft. Just because I'm a very high ball flight off the club face with me, I just find launching a little lower, getting some run out, help me drive it straighter and a little bit longer.
Yeah. And the TS3, is it the smaller or the bigger?
Yes, so the TS3 is the deeper face, smaller head, deeper face.
Lower spinning.
Lower spinning driver.
Okay, cool.
And then with the 3-wood and the 5-wood, they're both a TS3. One's an 18 degree and the other one's 13.5 degrees, so a slightly stronger 3-wood, but there's very few courses that I hit 3-wood into the green, so it's more as a
off the tee option,
backup tee option. And then the 5-wood, especially in Joburg, it's a great club. A lot of par 5s that we play on and they get stretched, so the 5-wood's a perfect club, comes out nice and high, lands softly, so it's a good club to have when you need to play in Joburg and land the ball soft.
So your 5-wood is a higher spinning or a medium spinning shaft, it's not necessarily a low?
Yes, so the 5-wood's actually a high launching shaft.
Okay.
For that reason I wanted to go high, I wanted to carry far, I wanted to spin a fair amount. So in Joburg where there's no wind,
you can afford to
hit it as high as you want with a lot of spin.
Yeah.
It just helps you on the greens land softer, and then also if you do miss a green on a par 5, at least it's coming down quite softly, so you're not going to roll into too much trouble.
Okay, then going in through your irons, maybe just speak about the shafts you got in there.
Okay, yeah, so I've recently switched to the Titleist AP2s, the 2018 and now the 718 irons, and in these I've got the Project X 6.5. I've been playing these shafts now for the last 3 or 4 years, and I just find with these shafts my ball flight's a lot more consistent, higher launch with less spin, so it stops the ballooning if I do go down to the coast where we do get a bit of breeze, or if the greens are a little harder I can at least launch it up a little higher. And normally I keep the 4 to pitching wedge with the irons, the reason being I swap the either 3-iron or the 5-wood, will go in the bag depending on the course and what I'm feeling comfortable with.
I know you used to play blades before this, so why the transition to AP2s? Is it?
Well, I find with the new AP2s, the 718s, they made the irons more of a pro look. Okay. So they're a lot smaller than the previous AP2s, so they look more like a blade, with a lot more forgiveness, and it's nice for us. We play on a lot of different grasses, so you get the consistency of just a good strike all the time, whereas with the blades, if you're playing on grass that's not as good as other courses, you do struggle a little bit, and so it's a lot more effortless. And I mean with these irons I find it's very easy to catch in the middle of the club face.
100%. And your wedge gap, just explain your reasoning, the gap between your 3 wedges here.
Okay, so the 3 wedges I've got 52, 56 and 60. I've played these degree lofts for as long as I can remember. I think the spacing of it's just worked out for me.
Yeah.
And I've got a fair distance gap between all of them, so that gap can be filled with just the way I hit it, if I'm in between clubs. But I find that gap for me works. I've tried the 50, 54, 58,
and I just fill the gaps.
Just doesn't fill the shots I need. And I find with these, I've got the Titleist SM7s, and I find with that it's just way more consistent. The trajectory is a lot better. But then also in my 52 degree I've got the Project X 6.5, and then my 56 and 60 I've actually got an S300.
300.
I just find with this shaft it's a little softer,
Maybe
so
get
around
some more
the greens
spin.
you get a little more spin. I can flat it really low if I want. It just gives me more versatility
Yeah.
around the greens and
100%.
pitch shots. So that's why I've gone with those, and yeah, it's definitely working for me.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Tyrone, for coming through.
Cool, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. See you at the next one. Cheers.